Okay, if you are observe here, so this is our syllabus actually. Okay, I hope all of the members able to see the screen. So this is the first unit, envisioning architecture. We are already discussing all these topics. So those are architecture business cycle, software architecture, architectural pattern, reference model, and reference architecture. And the last one is architectural structures and views. So these topics are belongs to the part one of the first unit. So and second part of the first unit is creating an architecture. So this is also we are already discussed in the last class, that is quality attributes. So we are already discussing about hello, hello, Srinivas sir, Srinivas sir, hello, Srinivas sir, sir. What is the topic on the screen now, sir? What's the topic? What's the topic name on the screen? What's the topic, sir? Which topic is you are able to see the screen now? What's the topic? Okay, okay, okay. Actually, there is not exact. Sir, now we can verify once, sir. So, what's the topic? Okay, okay. Thank you. So, in the last class, we are discussing about to the so quality attributes. So, when we are designing one software, definitely we will be observe. So, which type of attributes are we are mentioned into that particular software? Why? Because attributes giving the description about an entity. So, we also know about that. So, we are already studying in the database management system. And another thing, usually business consideration determine the qualities must be accommodated in a system architecture. Too often, functionality overrides the maintainability, portability, scalability, and other factors determining the long-term success of a project. So that means the success of a project or success of a developer software is based upon the quality also. So here we are consider three types of qualities here. So those are system qualities, business qualities, architectural qualities. So all these are we are discussed in the last class. So in the case of system qualities, mainly we are consider functionality, availability, performance, modifiability, security, testability, usability, like this. I think the name is implies. All of you, please mute yourself. Don't try to create any type of the disturbance, please. Some of the members not mute yourself. Please check once. Okay. Thank you, all of you. Okay. Here we are mainly consider three types of qualities here. So those are system qualities, business qualities, and another one is the architectural qualities. The name is in place. So which quality is maintained in the particular attribute? So in the case of system qualities, mainly we are based upon to the software. So that means what is the availability of software, how much of chance is giving to performing the modifications, and what is the performance of the software, how much of security is provided there, and whether it is properly working or not, and another one whether it is usable to all the members or not, like this. In the case of business qualities, just only in terms of business. So that means, so how to we are doing the market, and what is the cost and benefit, so and what is the lifetime, so whether we are properly planned within the time or not. So and the last one is architectural qualities. Here we are maintains art, conceptual integrity, and another one is the correctness and completeness. So when we are based upon to the quality attribute, mainly we are consider the these six parts. So we can see observe once. So the first one is source of stimulus, and another one stimulus, artifact, environment, response, and response measure. So that means when we are developing one software, so the source of that is belonging to the source of stimulus. So when you are delivered the software to the particular organization or maybe the particular user, so that is environment, and artifact is related with the part of the software, and response, what is the response. So and another one is the response measure, so nothing but rating. So if you are observe one thing here, so we are easily remember all these quality attributes. So even though we are not studied here, we are easily identify. So which type of things are necessary when we are developing one software. So we are already know about we are already discussed and we are already studied in the software engineering. So when we are developing one software, definitely it involves some of the steps. What are they? So first of all, requirement analysis, designing, coding, testing, and another one is the maintenance also. So in the case of first phase, we are collecting which are required to forming the software. So that means where we are using the software. So those type of relevant things are we are forming before developing the software. That is the first step. Next, just we are based upon to the some blueprint, that is design, and according to the blueprint we are implementing the software functionalities, that is nothing but coding. And the next one is the testing, so whether those are properly working or not. So each and every module is verified. Here we are using different types of testings, like maybe the black box or maybe the white box. At the same time we are using system testing, unit testing, integration testing, so like this. So different types of testings are used to know about the quality of the software. At the same time we are verifying whether it is whether it is meets the whatever it may be the goal, or maybe the whatever it may be the achievement before developing the software, or maybe in terms of user needs also. And the last one is maintenance. So all these are also we can consider as the quality attributes. So if you are observed here, so those things are mentioned here. So functional, so please observe once: functional suitability, performance efficiency, compatibility, usability, reliability, security, maintainability, portability. So all these things are the quality attributes. So in the case of functional, so verifying whether it is properly functioned or not, whether it is maintain the particular module. So what is the work of the function? So next we can verifying the performance, and we can verifying the compatibility. So how it will be works with the some other devices. And next one, usability. So whether it is easily cooperate with the users or not. Next, reliability, security, maintainability. So all these are the quality attributes, system quality attributes. So okay, and the next one is business quality attributes. So time to market. So architectural reuse the affects development time. So that means how much of time is needed to market the developing software, and how much of cost is needed, and how much of profit is we are able to getting from the developed software, and whether it is properly finished within the time or not. If it is not, then it is a rollout schedule, and we can try to integration with the legacy system. So that means before developing any type of the software, we are verifying the legacy system also. So that means that software is not harmful to anyone. Okay, we try to follow some type of the ethics to developing the software. So for which purpose we are using the software. So all these are verified into the business quality attributes, and the last one is architectural quality attributes: conceptual integrity, correctness, and another one is the buildability. So I also know about what is an integrity. So integrity means even though we are adding some new data to the existing data, or we are deleting some records from the existing data. So in both situations, it should not lose its previous properties. So that means maintains the strongness of the data. And another thing, so we are easily insert our new conditions into the existing data easily. So that is nothing but integrity. So we also know about the purpose of integrity constraints. Okay, and another thing is the correctness and completeness, concerned with the checking the architecture for errors and omissions. So all these are we discussed in the last class. Okay, now we are discussing today topic, so that is achieving qualities. Hello, hello, Srino sir. Sir, what's the topic? What's the topic now, sir? On the screen, what's the top? Okay, okay, thank you, sir. Okay, up to now we are discussing about quality attributes. So these type of attributes are maintains the quality, like maybe the performance, testability, or maybe the reliability, security, like this. So, but we don't know whether those qualities are achieved or not. So that's the today topic, that is achieving qualities. So scenario help describe the qualities of a system, but they don't describe how they will be achieved. So that means, so in the previous sessions, just only we are described which type of things are necessary to developing the software, but we don't know whether we are achieving those type of attributes or not. So in the case of achieving qualities, architectural tactics describes how a given quality can be achieved. So that means here the meaning of the tactics means those are the arrangements or maybe the plans. For each quality, there may be a large set of tactics available to an architect. So when we are based upon to the so achieving qualities, definitely we are based upon to the some tactics to the architect. It is an architect's job to select right tactic in light of needs of the system and the environment. For example, a performance tactics may be include options to develop better processing algorithms, develop a system for parallel processing, or revise the event scheduling policy. Whatever tactics is chosen, it must be justified and documented. So all of you, please once mute yourself. Some of the members' voice is disturbing to me. So please, number 13, 58, 62. Please try to mute yourself first. Number 13, 58, 62. Please respond once. Srinivas sir. So put them absent these members 13, 58, 62. I think these members are not here. Are you there? Number 13, 58, 62. 13, 13. 13, 58, 62. I think these members not responding to my voice. So these are not in the class. So please try to check once. Try to send them a separate one message. So if they are responded, okay. Otherwise you put them absent. Okay. So this is the architect job to select the right tactic. So that means, so the here the main thing is whether we are achieving the quality or not. So that is based upon to the some of the algorithms to develop a system and maybe the parallel processing or revise the event scheduling policy. So here we are using some taxonomy of the software qualities. So we can observe these things. So over the past 10 years, software architects have devised a list of common software qualities. So from the last 10 years, our software architects based upon to the some software qualities, there it would be naive to claim that the list below as a complete taxonomy of all software qualities, but it's solid list of general software qualities compiled from respectable sources. So domain specific systems are likely to have an additional set of qualities in addition to the list below. So that means here, so from the last 10 years, software architects based upon to the some software qualities. So based upon those software qualities, we are able to easily identify whether we are achieving the quality or not. Okay, so that is the today topic. So software achieving qualities. Okay, so here we are considered different types of the software qualities here. So those are the first one is runtime qualities, non-runtime qualities, business qualities, architectural qualities. I think the name is implies. So which type of qualities are verified here? So if the architects verifying these types of the qualities, so we can easily identify whether we are achieving the quality or not. Okay, so first the runtime. So the name is implies which are able to performing the dynamic binding or which are able to modify day up to date. So those are runtime qualities. Non-runtime means those are not updated in the in terms of users. Just those are based upon to the developer's point of view. And another one is the business qualities. So we also know about so which type of things are considered into the business, and another one is the architectural. So here we are based on to the integrity and correctness and completeness. Okay, we can see one by one. Each of the categories and associated with the qualities are briefly described below. Other articles on the site provide more information about each of the software quality attributes listed below, their applicable properties and the conflicts qualities. Okay, so the first one is runtime system qualities. Runtime system qualities can be measured as the system executes. So that means whenever system executes the user request or maybe the user operation, so those are belonging to the runtime system. Okay, so those are maybe based upon to the functionality, how it will be performing its functionality. So we can observe the definition also, the ability of the system to do the work for which it was intended. So that means here we are verifying the function, and next one is the performance. So the name is implies how it will be performed. So and we can measure the performance, the response time. So how much of time is needed, utilization and throughput behavior of the system. So that means how much of how to it will be able to deliver the output. So we also know about the difference between throughput and output. So what is the difference from the output to the throughput means, in the case of throughput, verifying number of outputs, how many number of outputs are generated within the particular amount of time. So that will be referred to as throughput. So that means in the case of performance, we are verifying the throughput only. For example, in our terms, so maybe for example, how many number of students may be passed in this particular subject in this year. At the same time, we can verify the same performance with the next year students. So how many number of students passed in the same subject in the next year. So that means here we are identifying number of outputs. Okay, that is throughput, and another one is the security. So whether it is maintains the proper security or not, and another one is the availability. So reliability, quantity attributes falls under this category, and another one is the usability. Okay, usability means the ease of use and training and the end user system. Sub qualities, learnability, efficiency, effect, helpfulness, control. So we already know about this. When we are based upon some software, definitely it will be having some menu. So that is help us. So when we are clicking that help us, so which type of problems are faced by to the users in frequent cases. So now the user selecting maybe which type of problem is faced by him. So then he is able to uh, getting the guidelines from the developed software. So that is nothing but usability. So nothing but it will be giving some training to the end users. So another one is the interoperability. So in the case of interoperability, the name is implies it will be performing the operation. So based upon to the more than one system and able to working in the more than one organization also. So here we can see the definition, the ability of two or more systems to cooperate at runtime. So that means all these are related with the runtime system qualities. So in the case of non-runtime system qualities, so cannot be measured as system executes. So that means here the system is not execute anything, but these are we can consider in the point of developers only. Modifiability definition, the ease with which a software system can accommodate the changes in software. So that means after developing the software, maybe user raises some other query. So maybe this is my problem, so how it can be solved through using software, then developers definitely including those type of qualities into the developed software. So that is nothing but modifiability, and another one is the portability. So the ability of system to run under different computing environments. The environment types can be either hardware or software, but it is usually combination of the two. So we also know about the portability. So easily we can move from one system to the another system or one organization to the another organization. So like this. So that is portability, reusability, the degree to which existing applications can be reused in new applications. So this is the reusability is the concept of object oriented concepts, and another one is the integrability. So integrability means nothing but maintains the integrity, and another one is the testability. Okay, so all these are related with the non-runtime system quality. So that means what we are discussed here. So here we are observing the achieving the qualities. So before, so that means in the previous classes, so these type of attributes are maintains the quality of the software, but we don't know. So those attributes are how much of percentage is achieved for to maintain the quality. So that can be verified into the achieving qualities. Here we are observing the different types of qualities here. So those are runtime qualities, non-runtime qualities, and another one is the business qualities, and the last one is architectural qualities. Okay, so up to now, just we are discussing the runtime and non-runtime. The name is implies. You don't try to confuse anyone. I think we are easily remember with the topic name. So runtime quality. So that means how we can able to specify those are runtime or runtime non-runtime. So if it is a runtime, definitely system will execute some operation. So that means connecting with the dynamic binding. So that means able to changing from time to the time. So that is nothing but runtime. So non-runtime means that is not performing any type of the operation. Just only it will be able to perform some modifications on the existing software. And the next one is the business qualities. In the case of business qualities, here we are mainly identify cost and schedule. So how much of investment is needed to developing the software, and what is the schedule? So how many number of days are needed to developing the software? So that means before developing the software, architects having some plan. So these number of days are required to developing the software. So here we are verifying whether we are reaching the type of the cost at the same time the type of the schedule or not. So in some type of situations, maybe increasing the cost at the same time maybe increasing the schedule also. So that means require more number of days to identify some errors or maybe to maintain some quality. We don't know exactly these number of days are required to developing the software. So in some type of situations, maybe it will be vary. Another one is the marketability and definition. Marketing means the use of system with respect to the market competition. So that means so nowadays so many number of softwares are available to performing the same thing. For example, maybe if you know about the status of the trains, so we are having different types of the softwares. At the same time, if we are maybe for example, if we are conducting the meetings like this, so we are having so many number of softwares like maybe the or maybe we are having the Google Meet. At the same time, we are having the Zoom, and we are using some Meetup. So some we are using software Meet. So like this, different types of softwares are available to performing the same thing. At this time of situation, we need to market whatever it may we are developing, whatever we are developing the present software. So we try to giving this some market. So this software able to performing these things compare with the already existing software. So that is nothing but marketability, and another one is the appropriateness for organization. So if you see the definition, the availability of the human input to allocation of expertise and alignment and team software structure business process re-engineering. So these are the appropriateness. So up to now we are discussing the three types of qualities: runtime qualities, non-runtime qualities, business qualities. So now we are discussing about the architecture qualities. So in the case of architecture qualities, conceptual integrity, correctness. So these two things are verified. So that means integrity. We also know about the integrity. If you see the observe the definition ones, the integrity of overall structure that is composed from number of small architectural structures. So that means here we are verifying the integrity. So that means integrated testing also. So another one is the correctness definition, accountability for satisfying all requirements of the system. So that means correctness means how much of performance or how to it will be maintains the appropriateness to executing the user's operation. So that means accountability. How many number of tasks are efficiently performed within the time, or how many number of tasks are efficiently performed. So all these are verified in the correctness, and we can consider some other qualities also. Those are domain specific qualities. So these qualities are used for to maintain the know about sensitivity and analyze the calibrability. So in the case of sensitivity, so to degree which a system component can pick up something being measured. So nothing but, for example, maybe we are designing some. For example, maybe we can consider some other example. For example, sensitivity. For example, maybe if the 100 users are using this software is efficient. For example, maybe if the users are 1,000, then what happened? That will be verified in the sensitivity. And another one is the calibrability. So the definition is ability of a system to recalibrate itself to some specific working range. So that means calibrability means we can arrange clearly, or maybe we try to check once. So or maybe we can arranging in some particular order. So in some type of situations, we try to rearrange the some existing software modules. So or maybe we are performing refresh, or maybe we are try to join. We are using same thing again. So that means immediately log out from the software, and again we try to log in the software. So those are related with the domain specific quality. So that means up to now we are discussing different types of achieving qualities. Those are nothing but one is the runtime, and another one is the non-runtime, and another one is the business qualities, and another one is the architectural qualities. I hope all these qualities are easily understandable to you. And another one is the architectural styles and patterns. So this is the actually one topic only. If you are observing what is architectural pattern, so an architectural pattern in a software also known as architectural style. So that means this is a one topic. So that means we also know we are already discussing about architectural patterns, and we are already discussing about reference model, reference architectures. Okay, so first of all here we try to see architectural pattern means nothing but giving the description about the elements. So in the case of architectural pattern, so an architectural pattern in a software is known as an architectural structure, architectural style. So that means which software is uh, we are considering the pattern. So that can be referred as an architectural structure here. That is analogous to an architectural style in buildings. It consists of few key features and rules for combining them so that architectural integrity is preserved. An architectural pattern is determined by, so what is the architectural pattern? That is determined by, if you see here, a set of element types. That means such as data repository or a component that computes mathematical functions. So that means we are already discussing about the architectural pattern in the last classes. So what is the architectural pattern is nothing but giving the description about the elements. So what he is mentioning here, so uh, in the software, so which is loaded in the architectural pattern, that can be referred as the architectural style. Okay. And another type of definition is a topological layout of the elements indicating their interrelational. I think Zoom is ending now. ఎస్ సార్. అదే అది కట్ అయింది సార్, మళ్ళీ జాయిన్ అవుదాం సార్ ఒకసారి. అంటే క్లాస్ 50 minutes కదా సార్, ఒకసారి జాయిన్ అయిపోదాం. నేనే ఉన్నా, ఒకసారి జాయిన్ అయిపోయింది సార్. హలో. Sorry for the disturbance. Hello. Okay. Okay. We can continue in the class. Okay. So that means architectural pattern. So this is a topological layout of the elements indicating their interrelationships. And another one is a set of semantic constraints. So for example, filters in a pipe and filter style are pure data transducers. They incrementally transform their input stream into the output stream, but do not control either upstream or downstream elements. So and the last one is a set of interaction mechanisms, for example, subroutine call, event subscriber, blackboard that determine how the elements coordinate through the allowed topologies. We have already discussed this topic in the last class. So in the case of architectural pattern, So what is the meaning of what is the use of architectural patterns? So it will be giving the description about the elements. What is the meaning of elements? So those are nothing but modules. So here we are verifying. So how many number of modules are available in the developer software, and what are the relationships among those type of modules. So all these are mentioned here. If you observe clearly here, so an architectural pattern in a software is known as nothing but architectural style, and the definition is a set of element types. So what is the purpose and what is the topological layout? That is also referred as an architectural pattern. A set of semantic constraints. So nothing but which type of constraints are needed. So those are we are including into the modules to performing some operations or performing some computation. And we try to identify what are the relationships among them. So if you are observed here, so, just this is a small example to you, not related for to the exact topic. Just I'm giving the description about this. Here we are considered uh, here a small catalog architectural patterns organized by easy relationship. We also know about what is a easy relationship and what is a instance relationship. I think we are studied into the artificial intelligence. At the same time, we are already studied into the database management system. So, for example, when we are considered it is a easy relationship, that is nothing but class to subclass. Okay, so when we are draw the relationship from some class to the object, so that is nothing but instance. I think the name is implied. Easier means it will be maintains the relationship between class to the subclass. If it is an instance, it will be the relation between class to the object. Okay, we can discuss later. So then the next topic, software architecture. Architecture is the blueprint of software system. In this, we will learn about different types of styles and software architecture, data centric, layered, and object oriented style. So that means architecture pattern and architectural style. So these two are the same. Okay. So what is a software architectural pattern is nothing but blueprint of a software system. Here we are considered different types of architectural patterns or maybe the architectural styles. So those are the first one is centric and second one is layered and third one is object oriented styles. Okay. So every software requires a proper plan and detailed blueprint before stepping into the development. We also know about this. So before developing the software, we are based upon the some blueprint. So which type of the way is best to understandability in front of the users. Software architecture is the high level structure used for creating software systems and is actually step by step blueprint of the entire software that is to be built. The purpose of the software, its specific functionalities are defined by the softwares are referred as architecture style or and pattern. Okay, we are observe so different types of architecture styles here. The architecture style is very specific solution to a particular software which typically focus on how to organizing the code created for the software. Okay, it's the granularity of highest level that focus on the creating the layers and modules of the software and allowing an appropriate interaction between the various modules for giving the right results upon implementation. So that means here the architectural style at the same time architectural pattern are used to giving the description about elements and what is the best way to design the topology, and we can able to identify the relationship among the attributes, and it will be maintain some granularity. What is the meaning of granularity here? So that means maintains hierarchy. So what is the best way? So the architectural pattern is the description of relationship types and elements along with a set of constraints to implementing a software system. The patterns are usually reusable solutions for the common problems or models. So there are various types of architectural styles followed by software creation. Now we are discussing about data centric. So if you are observe the diagram, so data centric, so data repository, client software, client software, client software, client software. So that means the name is implies. We also know about the centralized database and parallel database and distributed database. So like this. So in the case of centralized database, we are accessing the same database by the number of users. So that is nothing but data centric. So that means data repository is in one location and number of clients accessing the same type of the data repository to access the data. That is nothing but data centric architectural style. So this is the one of the architectural style or maybe the architectural pattern to design the software. Okay, and another one is the, if you see data centric style, as the name suggests, data centric architecture style has centralized data that is used by various components of the software. These components access the data repositories of the software. The best example is such as an architecture style is the relationship database system. We also know about this. And second one is the layered architecture style. Okay, so in the case of layered architecture style, some different types of the layers or maybe some different types of hierarchy. So if you are observe this diagram here, so presentation layer, business layer, persistence layer, database layer. So that means uh, here we are maintaining different types of databases for the different types of the clients. So that means here we are maintaining the distributed database. Okay, so if you're in the case of presentation layer, so presentation layer mainly access with the users. So business layer deals with the what is the business. So that means market, maybe time to market, or maybe cost and benefit like this. Persistence layer. So persistence layer deals with whether it is properly connected or not, and the last one is the database layer. So that means these are the different types of styles of the patterns, architectural styles or maybe the patterns. So if you observe here, layered architecture style, also known as the entire architecture style, it is one of the most common styles used in the software development lifecycle. This style is divided into various horizontal layers, and each layer has some specific function. Generally, the architecture style has the four layers, namely presentation, business, persistence, and another one is the database layer. So in the case of presentation layer deals with the user interface. Business layer is responsible for various business rules and conditions. Persistence layer and makes the data accessible to the other layers, and the database layer stores and provides the data to the other components. So large business organizations with a focus on the user interface use this architectural style because of the layered approaches. Different teams can be allocated to work on the different layers, and we are able to allow more number of users work at a time, and we try to nothing but avoid the deadlock situations. Why? Because here we are not allowing the shared data. Here we are providing some distributed data. So that means need not to performing the waiting operation for completion of the before one execution. Okay. And another type of architecture style is object-oriented architecture style. I think the name is implies when we are considered object-oriented, so we are including different types of concepts like maybe the polymorphism, inheritance, abstraction. Okay, so like this. So if you are observe this diagram, so in the case of object-oriented style, we are including some different types of the features. Those are nothing but reusable, robustness, extensible, testable, understandable, maintainable. So all these are the different types of the futures. So when we are based upon the object-oriented style, so object-oriented architecture is an important concept for developing the software. It is design paradigm based upon the division of responsibilities for an application or system into the individual, reusable, self-sufficient objects. The popular approach of object-oriented design to view software system as a collection of entities known as objects. So these are the object-oriented concepts. So that means here, so when we are developing some software, then we are based upon the architecture style by using the object oriented means. So nothing but we are using inheritance concepts. So nothing but use including inheritance concepts. Or maybe we are drawing some relationships. So maintaining one thing is a class and another one is a subclass like this. And another thing we are maintaining the abstraction. Or maybe we are maintaining some hiding are using some templates like this. So, what are the advantages of object-oriented architecture? We also know about the advantages. So, just we can try to observe once. Object-oriented architecture maps the application to real-world objects for making it more understandable. It is easy to maintain and improves the quality of the system due to the program and reuse. The architecture provides the reusability through the polymorphism and abstraction. It has the ability to manage errors during the execution, robustness, or maybe the exception handling. It has the ability to extend new functionality and does not affect it on the system, and it improves the testability through the encapsulation. Object-oriented architecture reduces the development time and cost. So up to now, hello, up to now we are discussing two types of topics today. So those are the first one is the architectural, sorry, achieving qualities. Achieving qualities is the one topic, and another one is the architectural pattern and styles is the another topic. So these are belongs to the part 2 of the first unit. In the case of etching qualities, so here we are consider four types of attributes. So those are four types of qualities: runtime, non-runtime, and another one is the business, and the last one is architectural qualities. I think the name is implies. Here we are. So what is the use of achieving qualities means? Here we are verifying how much of how we are achieved. So how much of percentage of the quality is achieved through the elements or maybe the attributes in the software. So those are here we are consider runtime, non-runtime, and another one is the business, and another one is the architectural. I think the name is in place. And another topic is architectural styles and patterns. Here we are consider three types of styles and patterns. Those are the first one is the centric, data centric, and the second one is layer type, and the last one is object oriented style. So okay. So up to now, so we are discussing these topics. If you are observing the syllabus once, you are observing the syllabus now. If you are observing the syllabus, I think you are able to see the screen now. So this is the second part of the first unit. So up to now we are discussing about quality attributes, etching qualities, architectural styles and patterns. So just we are having the three topics to complete the this unit. So those are designing the architecture, documenting the software architecture, and reconstructing the software architecture. Okay. If you having any